This is going to be a bit of a hot topic, but one I've been looking forward to. If you guys remember the video I did a while ago on grinds my gears about run energy, you know that I've got there's a special opinion that I have placed in my heart about wanting to change it. I don't think Jagex is going that direction, unfortunately, but let's see what they're doing. They're going to change run energy. We don't call it run escape for nothing. We're off to a bad start. Let's skip the bullshit. Okay, run energy. Old school's movement system is one of the things that sets it apart from other MMOs. At its core, the simplicity of click here to move here keeps things easy and intuitive. But this point-and-click movement can be pushed to its limits through accurate clicks, stepping under enemies at the right time, toggling between run and walk, pathing through obstacles, and managing your run energy effectively. Yep, we know this. There's a lot of room for players to improve this and master, such as a simple mechanic. But one of the foremost criticisms of the old school from new starters is that things feel slow. You find yourself walking after a light jog that wouldn't even count as part of an HIIT work. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that means. Never heard of it. Then have to wait a really long time for your precious run energy to regenerate so you can repeat the cycle again. Fortunately, we have a whole skill, agility, if it's not obvious, dedicated to making run energy more manageable. The catch is agility levels only affect the rate at which your run energy restores, not the rate at which it drains. This means you only feel the benefit when you're walking or stationary. It's a UK thing. Why are people in the UK putting "and" before a H? It's H, not H. Right? High intensity interval training. So it'd be before part of AHIIT instead of H. Right? Get this American shit out of here. It's not H. It's not helicopter. It's not heroin, is it? It's not how you doing. It's hepatitis. Not everything's a UK thing. Jagex is. So I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, here's the plan. Improve the experience of for new players so old school feels less sluggish in the early stages. Improve the value proposition for agility levels so that leveling the skill feels impactful in more scenarios. Consider the impact of these changes on activities where managing your run energy is a means of skill expression or warrants resource usage, such as Blast Fenris, Great Olm, various Gobble's dungeon methods. These considerations are all closely linked, so we need to look at the options available. Figure out the sweet spot that delivers the levers. We can pull drain rate, the rate at which run energy drains, regen rate, the rate at which run energy regenerates, weight, the weight in kilograms of your equipped items in inventory, which influences the drain rate of your weight values between 0 and 64 kilos, and agility level, the value of your agility skill, which currently influences your regeneration rate. The obvious starting point is to buff the rate at which run energy regenerates. This means you're still rewarded for managing your run energy during encounters, but spending less time waiting around for it to recharge. This helps new players, but doesn't really improve the value of agility levels and significantly impacts specific activities. That's when we add drain rate in the mix and adjust it to scale with your agility level. This means that leveling the skill means you can run for longer rather than just running more frequently. Right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Faster regen outside of combat, 5 head. In a vacuum, these two changes are a colossal buff. We're reining them in by making drain rate scale harder with higher weight. This means that heavy endgame gear setups still need a small buff, but not so much that you can go run a marathon without EA to stamina potions. Okay. To put it simply, our changes buff the regen rate of run energy, change the drain rate of run energy so that it scales to your agility level and scales harder with higher weights. Sure. Table below compares various scenarios between run energy behavior and our proposed changes. While you crunch the numbers, bear in mind the following. I don't give a fuck. Let's have a look at the table. Alright, so level 1 agility, kilo 1 or 64. Live regen rate. Currently, you're getting 1 energy every 8 game ticks. They want to make it every 15 game ticks? Oh. What? I'm confused. Energy per tick. You're not getting 8 energy per game tick. Is it 0.8? What the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused here. Live regen rate. Energy per tick. What the fuck does that mean? 8. Oh, is that how much you're using? No, you can't be using 8 energy per tick. No way. 8 equals 0.8? That's... Right, sorry, good point. Behind the scenes, regen and drain rates are calculated between 0 and 1,000. Right, okay, so a regen rate of 8 in the table below would translate to 0.8. That is the most retarded fucking... Why don't you just put 0.8? But okay, fair enough. I should have read the note. My bad. That's ridiculous. They want to regen... They basically want to almost double the regen rate. Okay. Which is an 87.50% increase. Okay. Live drain rate is 68. And they want to change it to 51 energy per tick. So that's 6 energy per game tick. Bullshit, really? Nah, there's no way. No, wouldn't it be like 4 or something? Right, okay. Anyways, they want to make it 126% better. Okay, well, let's look at level 70, which is where most people would be sitting. They'll be losing energy per tick. 19. Sorry, I'm so confused here right now. Oh, regen, right, regen. So they're getting back... Okay, I get it now. Sorry, I thought this was drain. My head's fucking exploding right now. They want to make it 116% more effective at level 70, which I think is the best level to look at, considering this is the quest requirement that most people kind of get to and then sit up for a while. And they want to make the drain rate 38% better. So really, they're making it a really big drain rate difference early game, and a really big regen difference mid and late game. Okay. That's fair enough. Being under 1 kilo doesn't make a difference, and 64 kilos is the heaviest you can possibly weigh. And it's a big fucking difference too between how much you drain. They're actually going to make it... They're actually going to make it worse when you're heavier, right? Is that what I'm reading here? Live drain rate energy. You're currently losing 134 energy per game tick, and they want to make it worse. Drain rate's confusing me. That's what they're doing. Positive drain rate means it drains quicker. Right, I just realized that now. Okay. I mean, I guess I mean, I don't know if I fully agree with that. They want to make it significantly worse when you're heavier, as opposed to being lighter, which would encourage, I guess, for you to wear Graceful more. But that's just effectively going to make the game worse in general. 1 kilo and 64 kilos. Yeah, I know that. But that's what this is telling me here. Am I reading this correctly? If you're at 99 agility, you're currently draining 134 energy points per tick. They're going to make it 28% worse. Is that right? The regen might offset it so it feels better. Okay, that's fair. But let's keep in mind, that's if you max weight. Yeah, I get that. But I know that's if you max weight. That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, currently, it's 134. After the changes, it's going to be worse. At max weight, right? This is to make stands still relevant. That's a silly idea. But okay, so it is going to be worse. Okay. Now, the offset is to have increased regen. 90% better regen. But I don't think that is really fair or well-balanced late game, because by this point, you're teleporting around a lot anyway. How often do you find yourself at the level 70 to 99 agility mark on your account for a standard progression, right? How often do you find yourself standing around waiting for run energy, or find yourself not teleporting or drinking potions? So effectively what it's doing is making heavier accounts worse. I know that there's 63 kilos difference in between them, but it's only like if you're weighing 30 kilos, you're easily going to be sitting probably similar. I mean, it'd be nice if they had maybe a mid-ground as well. 9% increase to regen, 28% drain nets out, and overall 62% regen increase. Right, but you only regen when you're walking or standing still. You don't regen when you're running. You don't regen when you're using stamina. When you're using when you're actually moving. When agility actually matters, right? So you're actually being forced to run less, but you'll be able to start running again faster, is what it's basically saying. You still regen while running? I don't believe you regen while running. I'm pretty sure they even stated here that you only regen when you walk or you're standing still, that it causes you to do that. Thought you did because stamina pots make it last longer even if you run. Yes, but we like, this is all without the idea of stamina potions. Because at the end of the day, if you're using stamina pots, everything goes out the fucking window, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure run energy doesn't refresh when you are running. I'm pretty sure. I just need to find where they said it because like we read it like not long ago. It says here, this means you'll only feel the benefit once. Okay, hold on. We have a whole skill for agility dedicated to making run energy more manageable. The catch is that agility levels only affect the rate at which your run energy restores, not the rate at which it drains. This means you only feel the benefit when you're walking or stationary. Okay, so maybe they want to make it so you feel it regenerating. I guess the fact that it drains slower at 1 kilo is what will affect most people because of Graceful. But that doesn't make that makes no fucking difference in my opinion then, because if you're doing anything that requires you to manage your run energy, you're often weighing, your inventory is full of ores or bars, or you're carrying fucking Torva, Bandos, Missouri with you, which is heavy. I feel like, what's the weight? Let's have a look. Let's pull this shit up. If I put on like what I'd usually take into Chambers of Xeric, okay? This is pretty much what I'd take in effectively. Okay. That's already 62 kilos. That's without potions or anything. Right? So I'm going to be worse off technically doing combat. So I don't know. I don't know, but maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. What's a kilo? Pounds or nothing? Shut up, dickhead. All right, let's have a look. Let's leave that for now. We'll come back to it. Let's have a look at. Oh, okay, we think we can change this fundamental. Is something you need to experience for yourselves. There's a beta, right? We'll go to the beta world after this and we'll have a look. Graceful outfit back in our day. Fantasy escape was far. Shut up, don't care. Okay, the following changes are designed to make Graceful feel less like a soft requirement and bring it in line with the other skilling outfits. Remove the 30% increased run energy regen rate set effect. Remove it. Okay. Grant a 4% chance to receive an additional mark of grace per piece. Okay, this means the full outfit grants 24% chance to obtain an additional mark of grace. Huge. 12% extra marks of the grace of the course that grants them. Add another effect which prevents failing on any agility course if the full set is equipped, indirectly buffing XP per hour. Retain the negative weight. This means that Graceful will still be a good choice for certain activities, but it shouldn't feel like you're obligated to wear it everywhere. Okay. We're going to go to a beta world and we're going to go and play around because this is what I think, okay? This is what I personally think. I think that run energy should be, it shouldn't drain in game for the most part, like in leagues and dead man mode and so on. You know how you have unlimited run and it's like the greatest fucking experience in old school RuneScape? That should be how run energy works, except for, as you've probably seen in my video if you haven't, this is where it changes. It still matters in combat, wilderness, PvP zones, places like the Blast Furnace and Hallowed Sepulchre where run energy and movement and stamina potions are a core fundamental. That way the stamina potion market doesn't break, doesn't shit the bed. And that way the game is just overall in a better position. You can still then balance the rates anyway, the drain rates and the regen rates. But I think run energy, you shouldn't be fucking running out of run when you're traveling from Lumbridge to Artie or whatever. It just should be a flat 100% the whole time. It all seems very contradictory. Well, I want to load up the beta and we'll actually have a look. I like that take. It's the best way to do run energy, man. Make it only matter when you're in combat or some shit. What's the beta world? Where is that shit? Run energy beta. Let's go have a look. Hell no. What the fuck? What do you mean hell no? You don't like that? Stamina potion market already ruined by bots? No, this not. Nothing's ruined by bots. Bots don't affect the economy. You shouldn't lose run energy when you're outside of combat or out of like instances or certain areas where run energy is a core fundamental of the activity. Found a massive ass like gargoyles. Hell yeah. Smoke run energy only in PvP? No. Okay, that's down pot market. Most people do. What? Why? Beta world putting me in fucking what the heck? This is a beta world? Hello? Excuse me? I'm not doing fucking tutorial island. Hold on, what did that say? What? What did it say? I missed it. Did I fuck it up? Hold on. What did that say? Fluke, thank you for the $5, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. I think they're still going to run the stamina market. How will it run the stamina market? To make better use of the beta world, you might like to copy your main save to this profile. You can do this by signing into regular world, choosing to convert save to beta. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. You can do this by signing into the regular world and choosing to convert save to beta worlds in the gameplay section of the settings menu. What the fuck? What have I got to do? So happy I haven't done my Graceful grind on my iron yet. This is huge. Thank you, Fluke. I appreciate the 5. But yes, it will be very big for Graceful grinding at least. Elden Ring doesn't lose stamina when out of combat. It's one of the greatest things from Soft did to their games. I mean, it's what pretty much every MMO on the planet has. How do you change? How do you transfer your save over? Do I just have to hop world? Maybe. This menu cannot transfer you to the beta world. You need to log out and reload the client. Oh my fucking god. All this effort just to have a look, eh? Stop reading before you read the how-to. Well, I've jumped on a beta world before. Why the fuck is this one different? Why are they doing this? Why would they not just do what they always do with a beta world and just put you in the Frox Enclave? That's crazy. Yeah, I know it's here now. I get that. I'm looking at it, boys. I see it. Every other time they do beta world, they just log you in at the fucking Frox Enclave. Why are they doing this one different? What's fucking wrong with them? Why are they bullshitting? Why are they making us do the work? I'm a paying customer. Let's have a look. So I've got to go beta. B-E-T-A. Convert save to beta world. Alright. Alright, we've done it. There we go. Maybe because it's a different beta. The beta worlds are all the fucking same, dude. Okay, we have to actually log out and jump in. Gotcha. Was there another post since yesterday? Yes, that's what we're checking out now. Didn't know there's donation speaker across your channel? Yeah, of course. No, don't stress, man. Don't fucking apologize for any of that, dude. I just wanted the TDS lady to shut up. Okay, here we go. Debug. Well, let's have a look, alright? Whoa. Okay. If I let's go to Lumbridge, okay? Let's just go running. Let's go run all the way. What do we weigh currently? We weigh 2 kilos, alright? And we currently have 84 agility. Do we feel like we're actually regenerating run? I don't think we are, unless someone notices the number go up or down. I don't think you actually do regen run energy, right? No, you don't you can't be regenning. What's the beta for? The new run energy changes. Not while running, it just drains slower. Yeah, but that's not because that's with the changes though. Which seems like another week of pointless shit updates. Yeah, sure. Think it would be beneficial to have another account run the same length on a normal world? Yeah, probably. But I wanna see how much worse it is if I mean, we made it to Varrock's Circle here. There's no way you can do this in the main game without stamps. There's no way you can make that fucking run though. That's impressive. Still have 40 energy. There's no fucking way you're doing that in the main game without stamps. That's a big run. Alright. Still going to take 2 minutes to regen though. Oh no, it's gone way faster than that. It's counting up big time. So what if we go... if I go all... You need to be near a bank, Jesus feature. Fuck me. Alright. Alright, let's just go to a bank real quick. Let's load up the inventory. Just go cannon. Alright, and then just grab like fucking 10 of those, alright? Beautiful. That is 102 kilos. Beautiful. Alright, player in house. What's up, Marianne? Wonder the weight. Is it the same in the current game? Yes, it would be. Okay. So now we're maxed out our weight, okay? And now we run to Varrock again. We only have 38 seconds of runtime. We have to go to the main game and check how fast it drains as well, comparatively. 70 agility, overran from GE to Lummy Goblins without stamps or energy pots. Granted, I did have full Graceful. Yeah, Graceful won't affect that, I don't think. Oh no, it reduces the rate that your run drains, right? Look at that, we're already fucking out of run. I mean, we made it to basically the chicken fence. If we go to the main game and try that, let's see how fucking far we can get. We should be able to go further in the main game, technically, right? If what we read was correct. Do you reset your run? Yeah, I went to player in house and drank from the fountain. If I go, like, grab the cannon, what's that weigh? 31 kilos, we're gonna need some more weight, boys. Missouri is heavy, yeah. Grab that shit. How much are we weighing now? 65, that's it. Just in case we lose weight on the way, grab a fucking V-shield too. Some boots, yeah. Alright. Over 64 kilos, beautiful. Let's see how we go. I guess that the ring light plugin for estimated runtime probably isn't accurate for the beta. Well, no, the ring light plugins are never accurate on new changes because the ring light plugins only they communicate directly with your client, not with the server. So that's why sometimes the ring light client isn't giving you the correct numbers for like Slayer tasks or special attacks and things like that. It's purely client sided based on your computer and what's happening on your end, not what's happening in real time for RuneScape. So yeah, you should never expect ring light to be fully like reliable and accurate. Look at that. We're at 30 energy and we're fucking sending it. So what this is saying is these changes will actually make run energy worse late game. Like this will make Ulm, for example, Theater of Blood, significantly worse. I love when my internet cuts out. That's beautiful. As I was saying, that's going to make endgame PVM a lot worse than normal. Yeah, my internet's going to be spiking now because I swapped ISPs. Don't worry about it. What's with the grog title? Shut up, dickhead. So I think this is not good, personally. I think this is a bit of a mistake by Jagex. We need 5 stands for solid cocks. You might need an extra stand than what you normally bring. Yes, I think so. I think that's probably going to be fair. I'm going to try to switch my ISP back because this is just going to be too laggy otherwise. Should try with the same weight. Did you have 128 kilos in the beta? It doesn't matter. 64 kilos is the highest weight you can. Anything beyond 64 kilos, there's no difference in RuneScape. Having anything beyond that makes no difference at all. Just like having anything under 1 doesn't matter. -1 and -20 is the exact same. There's no difference. Heavier is GG, you more. Yes. If you're heavier, it's actually worse now with these changes. Weight down, it drains more. Yes. Which I think is bad. Underwhelming buff and way more noticeable of a nerf. The change doesn't sit right. I think it's bad. Yes. I don't think that's right at all. Careful with big bonds will kill you run energy. You will be out so quick. Yes. Well, you got to start bringing staminas in. Yeah, I don't think that's a... Just based on what we just did then alone, I don't think it's a good idea. I think Jagex might need to revisit that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, all it's going to mean is you're probably going to need to bring an additional stamina to some content, right? Stamina is going to be more expensive now. Yeah, for the time being, literally just because of the beta. And then when they make changes, they'll probably amend the blog and make changes. And they'll probably make it better. which will then cause staminas to go back down. So yeah, panic sell staminas, panic buy now while you can. Are you telling people to bring stams to Carefree? No. I would assume people take a stam into TOA already anyway, or the yellow carrots for their run energy, but with this change, you're probably going to definitely have to rely on one for sure. Give it a buff, don't balance it. Yeah, it's very weird. I think that they really should just look at less about trying to make it punishing when you're more heavy. I feel like they're doing this to kind of give it some sort of realistic aspect, some sort of punishment, some sort of like, you're heavy so you need to be slower. We don't play RuneScape to make it feel like we're immersive with real life. I don't think we need to be punished for having heavier gear. Stam's not used at TOA. Shut the fuck up, fat boy. So I feel like if they want to make it so that your run energy helps you with like agility, it helps the way that your run energy works, then I feel like you should also factor in strength. And if you have a higher strength level, you should be able to run better with heavier gear then, right? If that's how you want to play it, like having 99 strength and 99 agility means you can hold more heavier gear and not be affected as much. Like that would literally be a better fucking way to handle this rather than just trying to punish heavier gear at late game, right? That's just me throwing an idea out there. But I feel like making it worse for having more gear on you is, yes, going to make Graceful, I guess, more... feel less of a fucking fashionscape idea, but it's still going to be shit. Instead of focusing on the blog and the discussion at hand and talking about the run energy, everyone's like, your internet's not very good, hey, the infrastructure, have you got satellite, have you considered buying better internet, hey, King F in the chat, I can't see you, refresh, my name's Fatboy and I'm a fuckwit. Like, let's just focus on the blog, right? You're not often going to be weighing as much as they're putting in that blog, though. Well, I don't know. Well, it depends what you're doing, though, right, Nate? Because I filled my inventory with what I essentially wear for or have in Cox, and it's 62 kilos. Some free cannon bases, boys. Right? Like, if I have what I take into Ulm, more or less, I'm sitting at 60-something kilos, so I'm going to be losing run energy a lot faster. Right, if you're in Tob, you're going to probably have a similar experience. You're going to be using more run energy, would you not? Like, if I'm killing Verzik, this is pretty much my inventory without potions, and I'm weighing 38 kilos, so it's probably going to be worse off, right? How can you get without any weight? What do you mean? I'm the fuck with using stamps in tier 8. Fat boy, you don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. You just came in randomly with your fucking dipshit ideology and your absolute horseshit fucking ego. Oh, I did a 500 in Coliseum once. Look at me. You don't know what we're talking about. You're too busy trying to make sure everyone knows, look at me, guys. I can do TOA in an expert level. We're not talking about... I'm not telling people to take stamina into TOA. This is on a beta world discussing a blog that just came out from Jagex about run energy. You haven't got the clue, a single clue what you're fucking talking about. Shut the fuck up. You are a fuckwit. I don't care. Like, put your ego aside for 10 fucking minutes. No one actually cares or knows you or gives a fuck about anything to do with you. Stop trying to make everything about you. Shut up. KL, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. So I think you're a child, yes, you said it out loud. Get cancer, you're banned. Don't care. Like, you can't take a hint for weeks. I tell you to just, like, put your ego aside and stop being a cringe cunt in my chat, and you can't help but come back and be like, oh, why would you take stands into Kefri? Completely missing the first fucking 80% of the discussion. You're a retard. So, back to what I was saying, guys. Before I was rudely interrupted. I don't know. I think it will depend on... I could go run a Cox run, but I really can't be fucked doing that in a beta test. But based on just that run from Lumbridge to Varrock, I would say if you're heavier, it is definitely worse off, and I don't think that's a good idea for endgame content. And that was at level 84 agility, by the way. So I'm not sure. Is your agility at 1 or 99 in the beta? It's at 84. So that's like kind of more of an end game experience. Early game, it's better, provided you weigh less. Run energy even that much of an issue in the game right now? I think it is, yeah. I think run energy could be way better than it is. Thought it was affecting PVM different than main game running? No, it doesn't make a difference. It won't make a difference. right? A higher weight's proposed drain rates is often higher than the live drain rate. This is an offset by a higher proposed regen rate, so it should profit more run energy if you're toggling between run and walking or spending time standing still. Here is a few breakpoints where the proposed drain rate becomes higher than the live drain rate. At 70 agility, 55 kilos. Anything more than that and you're worse off. So, are you going to weigh 55 kilos wearing full Torva Ancestral Missouri? Probably. So what it's saying is late game PVM, if you are weighing that much, you're going to be worse off. I don't know what the real weights are. I will be honest with you. We can check it now. If we what would you normally take? You take the Ancestral, right? What else do people take? They take Primordial Boots, which will be somewhere. Infernal Cape, yes, we'll have that. Have a Mage Cape. No, they normally take just the other boots now, don't they? Probably take an Altar Ring or something. I don't know if there's a difference in weight. That's good. Why did that say free Grayson? What the fuck was that? Pom, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. I didn't see that come through. We can just search, can't we? Scythe. Yes. Well, no, you won't actually take a scythe, really, but still. Elder Maul. Yes, put this scythe away. We will take a T-bow. Twisted Bow. Take a Shadow. What else do you take in there? You'd take Eternal Boots. You'd take a Dragon Hunter Lance. With a Avernic Defender. What else would you take? There'll be a Quiver. I don't know if the Quiver's heavier than the backpack. Barrow's Gear Wearers and Shambles. Yeah, well, Missouri's super fucking heavy too compared to like Crystal. Dragon Arrows, I guess. I don't know. They don't really weigh. They don't weigh multiples, right? It doesn't matter how many of those you take. I don't understand how they want to make the Graceful outfit less of a necessity, but if you have any weight, you'll run energy drains quicker. Those are both on the polar opposite directions. Yeah. I don't know what Amulet rank. Oh yeah, I forgot neck pieces, right? Torture. You've got Anguish. You've got Occult. I don't know how you spell Occult. There you go. You'll probably have Ferocious Gloves. They'll probably take a full glove switch too, right? Usually. There's a lot of shit. Tormented. Yes. And what's the other one called? Zarite? Alright, so you'll put on some gear. So you got some inventory space. Probably wear the Eternals the whole time. You can't wear it. Wow. Okay, we'll put the Elder Maul on then. Put the ring on. I mean, we're weighing 70 fucking kilos. Don't go, well, people don't typically bring full 8 weights. Right, but like, okay, so if we get rid of, let's downgrade the Torva to Bandos, for argument's sake. You probably won't take the Tassets. You'll probably just wear Ancestral Legs the whole time, to be fair. So we'll ditch the Torva. How do I destroy it? Destroy. Right, you'll have a Shadow. You'll take your Mage Switch typically. You'll want to load up on that shit. And then your T-bow. You could probably drop the Missouri helmet as well. I can't put the Hasta on, unfortunately, because like it doesn't come with the beta doesn't come with completion shit. Even if you did that, you're still 63 kilos. What else would you drop? You could probably drop the mask, right? Van Brace's Barrow's Gloves wouldn't really matter. You try running 2 kilograms in low game versus beta? Nah, because I know you can't make it to Varrock Fountain like that already. Wouldn't matter. Where's Zucco and Fernitas? No, we're in. Let's say we're doing Cox. This is like as if you were running Chambers of Zarek. A 6-way switch, I think, is pretty fair. Say you've got the money. But Crystal is lighter than Missouri, to be fair as well. You'll then take on. You'll take a Rune Pouch, which doesn't matter what runes are in there. That doesn't change the weight, I'm pretty sure. And then you'll have, you can't go, let's go stamina. Let's say you take 2 stams, and then it's just restore 3 of these. I don't know if the weights are different in cogs versus main game. And then just brew. Even then, I think that's a pretty fair setup. That's still 63 kilos. That's still max weight, which I think is pretty standard when you're doing some like, when you're hunting the sort of end game end of raids. You're going for purples at this point, Grandmaster. I think you're definitely worse off if this is your setup even. Crystal, what's the difference with Crystal over Bofa? 60, 70 kilos, I would say. Yeah. Still take DP for Guardians. You'd have that in the bank when you're in Ulm. You wouldn't take that into the Ulm fight, typically. If we ditch this and go Bofa, and then just go Crystal instead, you should be weighing less technically. 47 kilos, so you're definitely better off because Missouri is definitely fucking heavy. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely not worth switching out the T-Bow and Missouri for both Crystal to way better. But I feel like there's definitely punishment for the later game because they said here, right? At 99, 57 kilos and onwards is where it gets worse. If you're 99 agility max with max gear, you are definitely going to be worse off. For the average player, if you don't have T-Bow Missouri, you might actually be alright. I don't know if it's going to make a difference if you don't have a Shadow either. Don't have a Shadow, so let's say that you have... let's say you go with a Trident instead. And a Ward. Okay, we'll just go with that Ward, whatever. It's the same weight, so yeah. Crystal versus Missouri. Missouri is heavier. Does mid end game have much difference anyways? Like Crystal versus Story? Yes, there is. Well, it's not worth the money, but yeah. Pop Dan, what's wrong with T-Bow Missouri? Nothing. Just check that Missouri is 16 kilos heavier. Yeah, it is a lot heavier. Which is a problem people had originally when Missouri came out. They felt that it was kind of not like a problem, but they were like, this is heavier than Armadillo, or Crystal, so it's kind of cringe to run in Ulm. But yeah, I mean, if you manage your weight probably, you might not notice a difference, but I would say if you're going ham, you're definitely going to be punished for having that sort of weight on you with the run energy changes. So I don't know. It doesn't matter in TOA because you have salts that refresh your run anyway. You have the yellow Karis that will refresh your run when you use it, and some people might take a stamina into the raid, which apparently is a big fucking problem for some idiots, which will help manage your run energy very well, considering there's a deposit box to get rid of it anyway. What's heavy? 64 kilos of gear, 64 kilos of feather. Well, it depends on the gear. Tob, there might be I feel like you're not as heavy in Tob as you are in Cog, so you might actually be okay in there. You might not actually notice a problem. It actually would be better in the bloat room even because you could walk and get your run back faster, so it would be better in Tob. God War's Dungeon, you'll be sweet. Yeah, thinking about it more, it could come out alright. It wouldn't feel good to be worse off in any situation. I'd say a little vision of how things weigh would go nice alongside this update. I think if they could actually, all they would need to do is make this not as bad, to be honest. I think make it a little less punishing at 64 kilos. Dial it back 5 kilos, maybe even, and you might actually be fine. It might actually be better overall, because thinking about it, Gobble's Dungeon, it shouldn't affect it, because you're not heavy in Gobbles. I think Ulm is probably the heaviest you are in PVM. I don't think you're as heavy anywhere else in the game where it's a problem. I think it's really just Ulm. So it actually might be okay. You might be alright. You might get away with it. It depends on some Tob setups. It depends how hard you want to go, but in Tob you don't need to be as... Like, people take a lot of unnecessary gear to Tob. To, go extra hard for those extra few seconds. But realistically, I think Ulm is the heaviest you kind of are as a fighter. when you're soloing it at least. Leave it at the same as live on the high end, which ends up being a slight buff. The point is to change to make run and agility less dog shit. Yeah, I think Inferno, you're not that heavy in Inferno because you're only taking range and a little bit of mage. What's up, Mikey? Mikey, how you doing, man? So I think maybe a slight change on the higher end might be alright, but yeah, it scales too harsh at the very top end. I think so. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too harsh when you're overweight or when you're at a higher weight. Otherwise, we ran from at level 84 agility with like 2 kilos of weight. We ran from Lumbridge Castle to Varrock Fountain and had like 40 run energy left over, which is massive. We're at Ziliana running with full Guthan in inventory plus Serp. Is that too irrelevant to... I apologize. I don't even know how much Guthan's weighs, but I mean, if you're doing Ziliana, you got Guthans in your inventory, shit, I don't know. What are you using? If you're using Missouri, probably. We can have a look, but let's go with the heaviest possible, right? May as well do it with the heaviest, because if it's anything lighter, then you're good. But realistically, you should just not be taking Guthans, because it's just dog shit. I mean, what does that weigh alone? That's already 46 kilos. You're probably going to be up shit creek a little bit, to be honest with you. Time to ditch the Guthans and grow a pair. You probably take Pegasians. I mean, take a Blood Fury. That'd be the smartest play if you're going to take Guthans. Okay, just normal Fury, that's fine. Rune Pouch. What else do you take? You take a Serp. What are you taking a Serp for? What's wrong with you? You say Serp? What do you got a Serp and a Ziliana for? Sure, okay. Is that without the Missouri mask? You got problems? What the fuck's wrong with you? You dickhead? What else would you take? Probably Barrow's Gloves. Whole inventory of Stam to fight Zilly now? Probably. Surplus blow pipe to 100% Venom minions on one hit. You guys are overcomplicating that boss way too fucking much. I think there's bigger problems than the weight in that fucking room. The fucking dead weight carrying the items. You know, 51 kilos there. You might be right. If you're taking Crystal Boffer, you should be fine, I'd say, for sure. I think you'll be fine, personally. I felt the sight way back in Canada. Yeah. Yeah, look. Do you think it'll feel noticeable enough to motivate people to train agility? Yeah, probably. I would say so. Yeah, I think if Grace was going to give extra chances, extra like marks of the Grace too, that's pretty cool. That's big for me. I need that shit. Most likely get 70, 80 now due to the update personally. I think going to 85 agility, you should be pretty comfortable throughout the game. I'm sure they're going to revise it and rebalance it a little more, but early game, low weight, definitely fucking big, definitely really nice. Higher weight, I think on paper it looks like shit. Thinking about it and actually looking at the items in the beta more, it's not as bad, but I would still probably say you're being punished at the very, very tippy top in some content. So I think dialing it back a little bit would be the best play, but we'll leave it there and we'll go do some actual RuneScape content on the main game because I've got some gear to unlock, some raids to do. So until we see more, that's the run energy changes so far. Good luck to Jagex. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.